Alrighty, what's up y'all? So it's been a couple weeks since I made a video because I ain't had nothing to talk about. But the real reason is because I changed my tires and my chain so close to each other that I felt like doing two follow-up reviews was a waste of time and effort, so I was just going to talk about them both in one video. So let's just get to it. The tires are awesome. Of course they're awesome because they're still pretty much brand spanking new. I put about about 1,500 miles on them. So wait, yeah, about 1,500 miles on them so far. 1,351. So they are inspiring confidence again. Of course, they're much better than my Pirelli GTs at their current state or their previous state because they were old, they were worn out, they're damn near 10,000 miles, right? Comparatively brand new, I can't compare them. They might as well be identical tires to the Pirellis because they both were really good tires. They both feel good on the bike. They both have the kind of grip that I use in my everyday commuting life back and forth to work. And I'm not a racer. Double Camaros, nice. And unfortunately, I can't give you a review from that standpoint. And I also have not been caught in the rain yet. I feel like a review isn't really complete without giving some rain performance kind of critiques, but I'm not going to go out and purposely ride in the rain, and I haven't been caught in the rain, so therefore I'm just going to do the review anyway because I still need to talk about the chain, and I don't need to talk about the chain in the rain. So yeah. Sorry, let's get to this intersection first before I continue with my Yacht Fest. So they comparatively, the construction is much different. I mean, not the materials. I don't know what materials, but they both are for sport touring type of motorcycles, which means they have the softer outer wall and they have the harder middle compound for us folks who drive in straight lines on the freeway every day to work and occasionally get to take little tiny corners and curves like such here in the great flat state of Lower Michigan. As for the construction design, these tires have a lot more kind of deeper gashes than the Pirellis, as the Pirellis had like longer slits. And I mean, if you're a gash or a slit guy or gal, it's your choice. But I'm just saying, there's more gash on these tires, more slit on the Pirellis. As for the rain channeling capabilities, I know those slit type cuts in the Pirellis were really, really good. I somehow rode in the rain a lot on those Pirellis, and I never had any issues feeling like I was going to lose my traction or have the inability to stop in an emergency in the rain. Of course, you have to factor in the brakes, the rotors, the brake pads, and the tires, but being able to channel that water out from under your tires so that you do not hydroplane is a huge factor in being able to stop before you die, right? Everybody can agree on that. So unfortunately, I still have not taken these babies out in the rain, but they do feel good out here on the streets. And the type of cornering and transitions I do from left to right are pretty, I don't know, moderate, intermediate. Like I said, I'm not a track dude, but I do try to get into it when I'm in the corners, but my version of getting into it might look like preschool to somebody else who actually gets into it. So for us street rider guys, and you're taking some curvies and twisties, for now, I still recommend these dudes. I don't have anything for the longevity just yet. Once I get towards the end of life of these tires, I will, of course, attempt to remember and put up a video about how they lasted, how they stood up against the test of time for how I ride. Let's get on to the chain. The chain is working like a champ. Bike accelerates smooth under acceleration. The bike still performs smoothly. The issue I was feeling before with that lurching and sticking is gone. I'm still kind of making sure that I have no other issues that were caused by that, having several very tight sections. Hopefully I didn't damage anything in the engine, but I don't feel like I have because it's a pretty powerful bike, and I would hope that a few seized links wouldn't damage anything else in the drivetrain. But you never know. So for now, everything feels smooth, and hopefully there are no lasting effects because I didn't really ride on the chain that long. But sometimes it don't take a lot of time to bring other stuff. I did check the chain for any types of sticky links after I rode. I think I put about 215, 220 miles on this chain so far, and everything's still right and tight. I checked my nuts are good, and I mean that should be part of any man's everyday grooming standards. Gotta check them nuts, yo. They were still tight in the spec, which is 44 foot-pounds for this particular sprocket on the rear of this bike. The chain is still tight. It hasn't stretched or loosened any since I first installed it after 215, 220 miles. So the next time I should really check it. It's about 400 or so, but anytime I install something new, I'm constantly just making sure I didn't screw anything up. I double checked my alignment notches on the left and right side of the swing arm, just to be double sure that I'm not putting any undue stress or lateral torsion, lefty-righty stress on my chain, therefore shortening its life and its performance and causing my bike to do some wonky stuff if my rear tire is not aligned. So I think that's it for this video. Wanted to make it short and sweet because ain't much to really talk about with new tires and new sprocket. The tires go forward and the chain go butta around the sprocket. So I think everything's going well so far. My rivets are within spec. I couldn't find anything online for the actual rivet dimensions, but I do have a caliper, and I kind of messed it up just below what a factory pressed rivet looks like. Most chain install guys say you only have to flare your rivets out a few millimeters, which is way smaller than what I did, but I also made sure that I checked every so slightly. Every time I tightened it up, I backed it off and I checked that the chain was still wiggling. You know, I don't want to pinch my links, I don't want to pinch the plates together to create what I just fixed by making a binding section of the chain. That would be dumb. I just took a chain off that binds, and then I put a chain on and I created a link that binds. I mean, no, it's stupid. So I decided not to do that. Links are holding up, rivets look good, sprocket looks good, acceleration is good, deceleration under engine braking, good, re-accelerating, I about goddamn near snatched off this bitch. So yeah, I think the chain and everything within that drive train is good. I will catch you guys later.